Hey guys, and welcome back to the Zeldudes podcast in real life. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like we should be clapping or something.
Okay, let's start clapping.
You know, it's from the charity event. We were clapping quite a bit.
Yeah, we're here at Heroes of Time 2, recording on our final day because we've been procrastinating.
Yeah.
Well, doing our
busy.
jobs, right? Doing our jobs.
Pretty busy, yeah.
So I assume, well, hopefully if you're watching this, you tuned into at least some of Heroes of Time 2. We were live streaming it on the channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it was 3 days of all kinds of Zelda charity fundraising, you know, raising money for Breakthrough T1D, charity benefiting those with type 1 diabetes. And it was great, you know,
super fun.
Yeah, just kind of all sorts of Zelda stuff. I've realized that I knew I was bad at Zelda 2, right?
Yeah.
Going into this, I was under no illusions that I was some sort of secret Zelda 2 prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't quite know how bad at Zelda 2 I was.
Same.
Yeah.
But then again, I purposely played bad, so, you know,
True.
or the only one who's humiliated, you know. I'll humiliate myself, you know, take one for the team.
Yeah, you're throwing me a bone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, yeah, like Ed said, it was lots of fun. Very exhausting, though, like sitting in front of bright lights from 12 to past 12, like AM to PM, or PM to AM, rather.
Right.
It doesn't go overnight, like, you know, full-on marathons, but it feels like you're constantly
Because I don't
in front of the camera.
even stream normally. Like, usually my stuff is just, I write a script and, you know, make sure I don't say anything dumb in the script, you know, like then I write the video, like, you know, record the video, edit it and stuff like that. It's a whole different thing just being kind of on under the big lights, you know, with a whole group of people.
Yep. Yeah.
Like I said, playing games that kind of expose me. I got fraud checked a bit with Zelda 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to correct that, I've decided. That's my project for now on.
Yeah, right. You're never going to touch it when you head back.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to get home, I'm going to sit down and boot up Zelda 2. Just leave it.
Yeah. But yeah, pretty much we're, you know, doing a quick impromptu session. This won't be for the entire episode of the podcast. One, because it's going to sound pretty bad. I mean, we're using like just kind of a microphone I brought, not our XLRs and everything, and the camera's very scuffed, everything. We're just in one of the random rooms that, you know, we stayed in.
It's a cool room though. It's like
Right?
Egypt themed. You're right at home.
Right, you're getting some Gerudo vibes,
Yeah,
which is pretty nice. And yeah, I mean, this is the morning of where we're flying back. We literally just came for the charity event. We went to visit Super Nintendo World as well, but again, after the event, just exhausted, and now we have to head back. So we weren't really here for long. It was 100% for the charity event, but we'll definitely do something where we can actually get some filming done together. As just, again, this was for a completely different thing, a good cause, of course, but yeah, now we're kind of last minute trying to get, so just to prove, you know, we're in person, try the podcast live in an actual, like the way it's meant to be, right? Most podcasts, actually there's a lot of internet, you know, just
There's a lot of them, but like one of the, we'd like, well, like literally what happened just then is like an IRL conversation.
Yeah.
You kind of naturally stop talking when another person's talking and whatever, but over Discord, there's a slight delay.
Yeah.
So often there's like a second or two when we're both talking, we haven't realized that the other one started, and like, you know, I still think, you know, considering we've got the Atlantic Ocean between us, you know, it does work when we do it on Discord, but like, you know, if anything, like you said, the second half of this episode will be back to normal scheduled programming, remote Discord conversation, just because, yeah, like we're running out of time quite quickly. We've got to be out of this house in like
less than 30 minutes at this point.
Right.
So
Classic Zeldudes leave it to like down to the wire to record. But yeah, it's good to like, you know, actually record something in real life.
Yep. And I mean, for me, I don't even feel bad about not visiting Super Nintendo World, just because there is no Zelda related things. That's the first thing when we went to the, so since we didn't go there, we went to the, what's it called?
City Walk.
City Walk, yeah. And they had just a store. I have to say, extremely overpriced though. Like, a lot of the stuff they have is not exclusive to the stores, and then you could probably get them online for a lot cheaper. Still ended up buying things, you know, the impulse. I was too impulsive. I couldn't help it. But, you know.
Right, I bought a, like a vest for my daughter. It's like a 6-month-old vest. $30 for that. Right. For something she's is going to fit her for like a week.
Right?
She's just going to be sick on it and like, you know.
I couldn't even get it for Lucas. I was thinking about it. I said 6 months, and it's like Lucas is well past 6 months.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
For me, it'd actually be too small, and that's the only thing they have and the only size they have as well. So, you know, Nintendo ain't treating babies right, I guess.
Yeah, but you're right. We walked into the shop and we've both got kind of Zelda vision.
Mm-hmm.
But I did a little, you know, ocular pat down of the store, and yeah, no Zelda. I assume, you know, when the Zelda movie's out,
Yeah,
they'll
that's what I'm
change.
thinking. Mm-hmm.
You know, change gears there, but at the moment it's the Super Mario shop. It's like Mario, Donkey Kong.
But imagine it will be the live action version of Zelda merch. Like, I don't know.
Just like Bo Braggerson. And,
right, and then also much grittier because it's going to be based off the live action. So everything will be darker, and, you know, if it's a Goron plushie or whatever, it will just look freaky. Again, we don't know if we're going to see Gorons in this movie. It's still crazy how we know literally nothing about this movie, and it's about a year from release. But again, I do believe it's solely because the Mario movie is coming out in like what, a week or two?
Something like that. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's really close. And once Nintendo kind of pushes that out and there's no reason to promote it anymore, they're probably going to go full throttle with the Zelda movie. At least I hope. But
we still haven't had the stream we got with the Mario, like the first Mario film, and I think we got the same thing for the second one, where it does like the cast breakdown.
Yeah.
Because we only know, you know, Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link, Bo Braggerson as Zelda, and we do know from that leak, that I can't remember her name, the lady from from Severance as Impa.
Yep.
All three actors, I'm so happy with the actor choices for that.
Yep.
So hopefully, you know, if they just extrapolate that across the whole cast, we've got
keep
something
it
good.
Non-A-list like they're currently doing. I mean, I guess you could say the one from Severance is A-list.
I wouldn't say A-list. She's, you know, she's a good actor, but she's...
I mean, the fact that I don't recognize her, I guess.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not like, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, sort of, or Brie Larson, Rosalina, like proper A-listers. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is another Zelda's podcast, so I'm like, you know, the Mario movies don't even look that exciting. No reason to even talk about it. Like, again, no hate if you are excited for it, but yeah, I'm more excited for the Zelda movie. Not just because I'm a bigger fan, but because I don't know, some Mario movie ain't hitting the way it should.
You like the first one though?
I thought it was alright.
Okay.
Like, I wasn't in love with it to begin with. And it has nothing to do with Chris Pratt being Mario. If anything, I like that. That grew on me.
He was fine, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, I went in thinking, I didn't go in thinking, you know, this is going to be Pulp Fiction, whatever. I went in thinking, this is going to be an animated film featuring Mario. And it was fun. I don't know, it was alright. That's the thing. With Zelda, I've got way bigger expectations of like the quality of the story, of like, you know, I want the characters to have proper arcs and everything like that, whereas Mario, I don't know, bing bing wahoo, as long as I see that.
True,
it's all good.
Yeah, you're right, and that's very much what the movies embody, some bing bing wahoo. Exactly.
Bing bing wahoo. Yeah. But what do you think about what was your favorite bit we did this weekend, Heroes of Time?
Okay. It would have to have been the Breath of the Wild bingo. That was really fun, especially seeing
that was cool.
Small Ant with the tech, you know.
Right.
Again, I go by Zelda Master, but every time I come across a speedrunner, I'm like, I hate my username because I'm nothing but a casual to these players. Again, to your grandma, I'm probably a master, but to a speedrunner, I am as like literally casual as can be. So. Yeah, and I don't think I'd ever pick up Zelda speedrunning, though. You know, I just really like playing the games in a vanilla sense. You know, it's just I feel like it's taken away from the work of art that Nintendo gave us if you're just gonna break everything away, and that's why, just personally, I don't see myself ever speedrunning. You do though, right? With Zelda 2, totally gonna
watch this space is all I'm saying on that. Yeah, that was I don't know what my favorite was. I like doing the Zelda music quiz. That was cool.
That was fun.
We had Jackson on piano.
Oh yeah, it was so
crazy talented. Like, you know, it's cool doing a music quiz anyway, just kind of playing songs off your phone or whatever like that, but having an actual piano man not only makes it more difficult because it kind of obscures the sound font. You can't just think, oh, that's Game Boy Advance kind of audio library, so it must be Minish Cap. It's like, I don't know, it's just more authentic. Cool.
And it's crazy how accurate every single one sounded. Like, it was, I don't know how to play piano, so I don't know how you read the notes that quickly and figure out the you know, rhythm and everything. Super impressive. I mean, everyone here, like, shout out Andy, but Team Andy carried us. You know,
he's a little bit good at 2D Zelda. Right?
Yeah, just a little,
bit.
You know, we were also carrying our way. You know,
right? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that kind of sums things up. I mean, we literally have to be out of here in, like 30 minutes.
Are you backed?
No, and that's the thing. Everything last minute. Podcast recording, whatever. I mean, I'm going on no sleep, essentially. A whole day of travel. And the TSA is down, so this is probably not interesting, but like, we both have it.
We've got an awesome day ahead of us at Orlando Airport.
Yeah, pretty much we have to be there all day because we're checking out literally right now, so...
yeah. But I think if we do this again, like, we'll do it kind of... Obviously, you know, Heroes of Time 2 was so sick and so great to meet this group of people. Cool to kind of just be in a room of, you know, people who, like, get Zelda, you know, all the challenges, and obviously a lot of money raised for a really good cause. I think we hit $50,000, I think, by the end, which monumental amount of money to raise. So, you know, thank you to all the Zeldudes fans who are watching the stream, any of you who donated towards this. It's all gone to you know, an amazing cause, so thank you all so much. But yeah, if we do something else, like in real life, we'll do something kind of with the intent of actually doing Zelda stuff as well, because, you know, we came here to do the stream.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on all day. There's obviously, it's a massive house. You see, it's got rooms like this Egypt room, which is sick. But there's kind of people everywhere all the time. It's been difficult to kind of just get a minute to you know, set up the camera and just talk. Which is why we've done it like as we're checking out.
I mean, because that wasn't the reason why we did this trip, again, for the charity. So that is first and foremost the most important thing. And yeah, so whatever scrap time we have left, we're trying to kind of put this together. But yeah, for those who did miss out on it, we should have a kind of like a cut down of just at least our segments. We'll look into that,
because the VODs are up now on like the live tab of the Zeldudes channel. But yeah, like Luke said, we're gonna take the bits that we were in and like compile them into kind of a single video and probably upload that whenever it's done, I guess. And
since we now finally started live streaming on the channel, it wasn't necessarily our
that's a big
thing. We definitely plan on doing actual Zelda's live stream. It'll be remotely though, but yeah, do look forward to that. Hopefully in the next upcoming weeks. You know, we've just got to get back, settle back in. You know, we both have kids and time management is still not the best, but you know, it's definitely...
They knew that. They knew our time management is not the
true.
best,
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
We forgot to upload for like 8 months or whatever.
Again, we had kids though, you know. It's,
we
if there is an excuse, that is the best excuse, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that's something we're definitely going to do, because especially I know you've got a little bit of practice with streaming on your own channel.
Yeah. Last year I pretty much was streaming almost daily until my kid was born.
Yeah, you were on the grind.
Yeah, really enjoying it. Yeah. It's a lot of fun, but like Ed mentioned, it can be really exhausting. For me, I would do 3 hours cap.
I mean, we'd probably do something similar on Zeldudes, because I've only ever streamed really for like 99.9% of the streams I've done have been
directs.
There's E3. I'll stream, like, especially if we think there's going to be Zelda news. There's a couple of times I've streamed the Game Awards hoping for Zelda news.
That's a long, especially in your time zone. That is a commitment.
And I don't like the Game Awards anyway, so it's like, you know, it just goes on and on and on. So I'm really kind of pretty new to streaming in general, but I think this was kind of a an icebreaker. Trial by fire. I don't know. It was like a kind of throw me in at the deep end, I guess. Like, you know, never really done streams. Now here's like a whole weekend of being on the whole time, and you know. So because of this, I think we're gonna do some streams over on Zeldudes, and I guess we can stream and then use the VODs to do something like I don't know. Basically,
like if you're not a fan of watching it live or can't tune in or don't want to watch a giant video, we'll probably cut them down, but yeah, again, in due time, just we're putting it out there right now, but I think we will continue this. Actually, wait, do we want to do any questions?
Should we do one question?
We'll do one question. Yeah, screw it.
Okay, we had I saw one pop up in the Discord.
Okay.
So again, Zeldudes mailbag. If you have any questions for us, you can throw them in the Zeldudes Discord. There's a mailbag channel. or comment on any of the Zeldudes podcasts. Or we've got an email, zeldudspodcast
at
gmail.com.
At gmail.com.
Yeah. So any of that, the questions will get to us. We'll answer them in a podcast.
If you leave a comment though, just put like hashtag mailbag or write for the mailbag or something, just so we know you're just not asking a general comment. If it's, again, in the YouTube comments, but if you email us or put it in the Discord, it's designated in that area so we know exactly what it's about. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we got this one from God Howard. That's a good name. I don't know if this has been asked before, but what are your favourite mini games in any of the games? I.e., take them all on from Spirit Tracks.
You want me to go?
I don't know. I can go.
You go.
For me, the game that always stands out with mini games is Twilight Princess, because it has some of my least favourite because they're so difficult in roll goal. That's absolutely brutal. If you don't know what it is, it's like, cause it's not really a mini game. It's
you don't have to do it, but you don't have to do it. Like, it's not towards 100% essentially.
Yeah, it's like in the corner of Henna.
Yeah,
Henna's fishing shop. There's this tiny little kind of puzzle box thing. It's one of those things where you have to tilt a box and roll a ball. That's not my favourite mini game. But Twilight Princess always stands out with mini games because it's got. I love the kind of racing mini games in Zelda, and it's got off the top of my head, there's the snowboarding in that, and the river rampage, river rush,
going down Zora River,
going down Zora's River. Both of them stood out, really replayable, really fun, and I think it kind of. That's why I love the snowboarding in Breath of the Wild as well, because it kind of calls back to Twilight Princess's snowboarding. Basically, any of the kind of racing mini games I like quite a lot.
I'm surprised you didn't say Star.
The Star game. Oh, in
really
Castletown. That's cool. With the claw shots and that is cool. Yeah.
For me, if I had to pick my favorite in all of Zelda, it's funny. Technically it's not a mini game, but the fishing also is really relaxing in
Twilight Princess. It's okay.
Yeah,
well, I know we're both Ocarina of Time fishing haters. Really, aren't we?
But I gotta try fishing in real life to really see if I'll find new appreciation for it, maybe, because from what I've heard, a lot of people who actually do fish really do enjoy the fishing games.
Right?
True.
He's a fishing in Zelda aficionado, right?
Okay. Let me think. Too many games.
Sploosh.
No. Okay, that is the worst mini game of all time. If anything, I don't even think I really enjoy Wind Waker's mini games that much.
What else have got? The Mailbag. The post.
You enjoy that?
It's okay. You get in like a zen state, and then it's all right.
I guess. I mean, maybe I'm just gonna be generic and be Twilight Princess. You know what's crazy? Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have so many really, really good ones, but I barely remember them because there's no incentive to do them. Yeah. I'm trying to think of there's
the
one
flight where one on Eventide's quite good.
Yeah, that one's really fun. I'm thinking of the one where you build your own, it's kind of like the carnival, you hit the hammer, you want to build and hit the bell, so you have the velocity or whatever.
Near the Colosseum in Tears of the Kingdom. That
right.
one's quite good.
Right, that one's really forgotten, but that one was pretty fun, especially if you can kind of get real creative with it. But again, you get nothing, I think 20 rupees or 50 rupees. It's weird, Nintendo gave us all of these collectibles to collect, and then they're like, we're not going to give you any collectible for the mini games for some weird reason.
I mean, it kind of harkens back to when we talked about achievements in games, that we both kind of want them as that incentive. Yeah. Imagine if there was some sort of pointless collectible for each mini, like a Hestu's gift, but you got one for that hammer mini game, you got one for the flight mini. If you get a certain score, you just get something in your inventory to show you did it. It'd make us take the games more seriously, rather than just here's a couple of rupees.
Because it'd work towards 100%ing. It would just genuinely make sense.
But flipping the question on its head, what do you think the worst minigame? What's your least favourite minigames?
Sploosh? I guess. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I guess, because I want to say Octo Ball Derby, whatever it's called, from
Octoball Derby, I think.
Between Worlds.
Yeah.
And but I really love the idea.
It's so cool. It's so hard.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, it's genuinely so frustrating because you have to just get this perfect angle, and I don't play baseball. I don't know if that would translate to my appreciation to that game, but the idea that it is based off of some baseball game, and you're playing against an actor. I don't know. It's so creative. It's so fun. It's so unique. So I'm not. Yeah, I'll do Sploosh. Screw it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm thinking it's difficult because you need to split the line between it's just bad because it's unfun, or it's just bad because it's like, you know, impossibly difficult. Which the one that always jumps out to me is also in A Link Between Worlds is the, you know, the giant cuckoo evading minigame.
Oh yeah.
Or are you good at that?
That
it's the kind of
one's
game I can
pretty
imagine you
fun.
being good at.
Yeah, that one's pretty fun. It goes like by tier, like egg, chick, cuckoo. I don't know.
Then giant cuckoo.
Then giant. Well, they have giant ones flying all the time as well, but some of those are fake outs because they'll like be above the player.
All right, hardest one: Majora's Mask, shooting gallery,
N64
but on an N64, right? Yeah, especially on the. I don't know if I haven't played on my actual N64 in ages, so I don't know if it just feels different on the Switch Online. But the way like the control stick like jitters around like that, you know, it's really hard to aim. You've got no like fidelity.
And I mean, we have the N64 Switch Online controller, and that's pretty faithfully recreated to the point where the analog stick can, you know, have the same kind of, you know, like it can break the same way, right? Like eventually kind of just get loose.
On 3DS, I'd say those are some of my favorite minigames.
Oh yeah,
I love
gyro.
Like all of the shooting gallery games on the 3DS Zeldas. Are so fun.
Yeah, no, the gyro fixes it so much. It makes it so easy. I mean, even with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I have to aim.
I can't play without it. Yeah, exactly.
It's a Nintendoism that really was for the good. It made the aiming in games so much better. I mean, Splatoon takes it a little bit too extreme, but you can also turn it off. But either way, I enjoy that kind of concept way more than... And yeah, again, when you mention N64, it's because it's lacking the gyro and has really weird sticks, so...
Oh, you know what does suck, actually? The Minish Cap's chest game. Because you can't... There's no secret to it. You know, like in Ocarina of Time, you can get the Lens of Truth and see where the key is.
Yeah.
There's none of that in the Minish Cap. And I can't remember how many stages there are of it, but it's the same. Is it 3 chests or 2 chests? Either way, multiple chests, and there's loads of stages. There's no like there's no piece of heart at the end or anything like that. But I can't remember what the odds are to get to the end of that. But it's something absolutely astronomical.
Yeah.
You know, like we did it in the LP, and I think we save stated to show it off. I think
it's save state. Yeah, we save stated.
Well, if you do it legit, you'd be there for like forever.
Or you just get really lucky.
Or just get really, really lucky. Yeah. Right. I don't know. Anything else stand out to you?
There are so many, but like on the spot with no sleep, my brain is frazzled.
Okay, here's a really easy one to round us out, and then we do have to go. So we got the Lunar Night Jar over on Discord again. It says, which incarnation of Link, Zelda, and Ganondorf is your favorite design-wise? So I think we've talked just general. Yeah. But Link, Zelda, Ganon, design.
Okay, so obviously for both of us, Link, when it comes to our favorite Link, it's the Hero of Time. But if we're talking about design and only design, it would be Twilight Princess. I really like the chainmail underneath his tunic. I like, you know, especially the way he looks like in like the new, you know, eShop gift cards, and in general, I just feel like that's aesthetically the best looking Link, and I think Nintendo agrees because that's the one they use promotional. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I really do like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but like I gotta go to if I have to pick one of the green ones, it would be Twilight Princess. Okay, and then Zelda, Tetra. Does Tetra count?
Yeah, Tetra counts.
Okay, Tetra.
I think you could allow that, and Chic, and you know, all that,
Yeah, no, I really like Tetra. She's spunky. It's just like different. Yeah, it's way different. I always thought it was. I mean, I'm literally brown skinned
until she turns from you into me.
Right. Literally,
like,
literally, somehow she gets
whitewashed for some reason at the end of the Wind Waker.
Yeah. And then Ganon, obviously, it has to be Tears of the Kingdom, right? Like I love TP Ganon. I think Ocarina of Time Ganon, no offense.
Yeah, he's a bit goofy.
He's a bit goofy looking. Yeah. But yeah, TP Ganon is easily the best looking, or no, not TP. Tears of the Kingdom Ganon is easily the best looking Ganon. And I think a lot of people can agree with me.
Well, the kind of whole samurai.
Yeah, right. And I mean, overall, they made him.
You're wearing him
here. Right, literally right here. Yeah, except that this artwork is not the best because
he's got the chin thing.
Yeah, it looks like if he shaved, he would, you know, have
the one on the back is way better. But I don't expect you to get up.
Yeah.
For me, I think for similar reasons as TP Link, I'd go Skyward Sword Link. I think he's got, you know, the chainmail under the armor. I love the Hero of Winds, don't get me wrong, but like Skyward Sword Link and Twilight Princess Link, I feel could like, you know...
They're the adult Green Links.
You wouldn't want to fight those guys, right? Because they're like... He seems like the hero that can go on a quest. He's still got the chainmail. The only thing I'm not certain on with Skyward Sword Link is the brown leggings. You know, the kind of slight brown.
Yeah.
But
it's
overall,
baggy too. That's why TP, think about
everything about his face and everything. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It's way more
Fair
expressive, and like the way his hair is in that game.
But the outfit in TP, even the brown boots, it has like this insignia.
The kind of like
right, and then his
gauntlets or
but
whatever.
Teach their own. Okay,
he's cool.
Skyward Sword would be a second for me anyway.
Princess Zelda, probably Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay,
maybe Breath of the Wild. I'm pretty even between.
I guess
short
that's
and
same
long hair.
incarnation.
Okay, let's go.
So you're fine.
Wild Era Zelda.
Wild Era Zelda.
You know, just she design. I don't know. I think she just looks good.
She does. Yeah,
it just fits her character. And then you already mentioned him, but I think TP Ganon for me edges out Tears of the Kingdom. I love Tears of the Kingdom Ganon's design. I think he's so cool. But it's something about just the giant suit of like black plate armor.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm not certain on is like his kind of like hair when it's kind of pulled back.
Yeah, and he has like some. It looks like braids or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's not certain on his hairstyle, but the armor, you know, the way he has this glowing hole in his chest from where they tried to kill him but they couldn't.
Yeah.
The way he doesn't wield what you'd expect. He doesn't wield this kind of, you know, super evil death sword, right? Which he doesn't wield that. He wields the blade that they tried to kill him with. This kind of like what he says at the end, to take this foul blade and use it to blot out the light forever.
Yeah,
it's just so cool. The kind of juxtaposition between his dark armor and his light sword. Again, he's super physically imposing, and I agree with you on Ocarina of Time Ganon. Unfortunately, I feel the same way about the Wind Waker Ganon, in that I think his outfit is amazing, that kind of big black cloak.
But the dad bod.
But his shape, like the way his kind of shape,
he let himself
his head
go.
shapes it right. He let us, And Ocarina of Time Ganon, he looks better post time jump. You know, at the end of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
But still, I don't know. It's that kind of N64-ness to him. He looks a bit weird. He looks really good in Smash Ultimate, to be fair.
But that's true, and I'm glad they gave us the Ocarina of Time version in Smash Ultimate. I guess we should change it up because we have eras of every. Not every Link, but we have so many different eras. Why not change up? And technically. No, I guess we only got TP and then Ocarina of Time. We never got... Well, next Smash Bros. Game, we're probably going to get Tears of the Kingdom.
We've got to get Tears of the Kingdom again.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for the question.
Yep. We'll probably still be answering more.
Well, now we'll throw
on
it
the
over.
other side.
So for us, it'll be a long trek through the airport and whatever. But for you, it'll just be a jump cut. So yeah, we'll see you in the other half of the episode.
Yep. What do you
think? Through the magic of the Ocarina, we're back on Discord.
We did it.
Yeah,
I didn't have the Ocarina though when I was there, so the bit makes no sense.
It's one half of a joke. They'll get it. It makes sense. How's your flight and everything? Totally not your Ocarina. How's your flight?
It wasn't bad, but I flew out with my kid, so
yeah,
it was pretty hectic on the way back. Just because of him, he was getting pretty antsy by the end of it. Was probably tired of the plane and all that noise and people, you know, gets over.
Yeah, I get tired of a flight and people and whatever, and I'm not 9 months old. You know, I'm 29-year-old man, and I still can't stand it. So let alone, you know, he's a little trooper though.
Yeah. But yeah, between now and then, it's been like 2 days, so we had a little time to rest. I still feel pretty exhausted, but. Something pretty big has kind of happened because we were mentioning the Mario Galaxy movie that is, and how, for me at least, I wasn't too excited for it because it just seemed like, you know, more bing bing woohoo. Yeah, it's, you know, just, I'm not that interested per se, but now, no, I am so interested. I completely changed my opinion just because it looks like there's so much potential as they just randomly announced literally the day of we're recording this.
Which
Star
I think,
Fox.
like, yeah, I mean, I might even consider flashing a spoiler warning. I don't know, because it's like, to me at least, obviously it's not a spoiler because they announced it all on their socials and whatever. But to me at least, it seems so weird that they announced something like that. Whereas they could have kept that as a secret. It doesn't feel to me like this film is going to need that sales or marketing push of announcing a character who, like, you know, Fox McCloud, to most people, they won't recognize him. It's only kind of people who are actually into Nintendo games, because he hasn't really been relevant in however many years. So it's not like you reveal that to kind of pull more people in. It's kind of something that only, you know, actual Nintendo fans are gonna recognize and appreciate.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems odd that they spoiled that, because I'd have loved to see that in the actual film. Because I'm a gigantic, if anything, we were talking about it in America. I'm a huge Star Fox fan, and
Lilac Wars.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm European. I'm a huge Lilac Wars fan. But yeah, like, it's just so odd. I remember, like a month or two ago, there was some sort of teaser where on the left you saw what looked like Fox's blaster and, like, his leg. And loads of channels and stuff were pointing this out and saying, I think it's Fox McCloud, I think it's Fox McCloud. And I was like, no way. Like, is this the level, like, that Nintendo content's got to now, that people are pointing out some, like, weird bit in the corner of a frame of the Mario movie and suggesting that it's Fox? And they were right. Like, I was wrong.
That's
they were right.
crazy,
It's
right?
Fox. Like, it's
if
absolutely crazy.
this was a Zelda trailer, you would have spotted it out. You would have known.
I'd like to think so.
It,
but,
right?
But no, how crazy is that? Yeah, Fox McCloud. So I wonder.
Right?
I assume the rest of the Star Fox team will be in it. I mean, this is the Galaxy movie, so.
Right, I need to see Samus, though. She's gonna get a glow down, because I'll be honest. Again, people might not like my opinion. I feel like Rosalina looks alright. I'm still not a fan of Peach. She looks too Disneyfied, you know. Like, there is something
I'm not
about
a fan
her
of
to
Fox. Like, I think
Really
in
don't
that
like
artwork,
I
think he looks goofy.
like
I don't know. Yeah.
I feel like he's not horrible. He's translated a little bit well, but I don't know. For me, I
Better
feel
than
like
Samus probably would. Especially, like, I think Samus in the armor would look fine, but, you know, Samus without the helmet, I think that's going to look really jarring, because she's going to have these kind of illumination proportions, assuming that she's in it, right? Because I got obviously they teased Star Fox, but then there was a little monkey guy next to him. Am I meant to recognize who that little monkey fella is?
I would have no clue.
Right, like you've got it. It's in our Discord chat. If you pull up the image you sent to me, yeah, there's Fox, obviously.
Oh yeah.
And then there's this little. Is this like Super Monkey Ball without the ball, or like am I meant to know who that is? Is that
no? That is not. That is no. That is definitely not.
You don't remember Star Fox Assault, which gave Fox his little monkey companion dude.
Yeah, is that from the Star Fox universe to begin with? I mean, at this
I don't
point, now, if
recognize
they're
Unless
pulling
it's
out of the Mario universe, so it could be
Yeah.
anything at this point.
Unless it's some weird thing from like Star Fox Command, because I don't know that game at all, like the DS one.
True.
I don't recognize it.
I tried playing it. It's so bad. The story's
rubbish,
so funny though.
Yeah.
It's like I think Fox breaks up with
Crystal.
I don't. Is it Crystal? I think it is Crystal. Yeah.
The blue
and,
one.
Like he gets like in this depression and.
Well, they all have.
I don't know.
They have different endings that like cross over with some Nintendo franchises. I think it's Falco at the end goes off and joins F-Zero, which I thought was kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my theory would be, I guess, and I'm assuming you're thinking the same thing, is so yeah, they're pulling outside of the Nintendo or Mario universe into the Nintendo universe, and clearly in the Galaxy movie, it's going to be based off of other space traveling characters like Star Fox, and immediately we both assumed maybe Samus would make an appearance. I don't know, anyone else you think would have a potential of, appearing
Olimar,
if it's
maybe
again
like the
all about
Pikmin?
Galaxy? Oh my god.
Because I feel like, at least
Yeah.
with Fox, it feels like, because obviously we know this is Illumination, but Shigeru Miyamoto's so heavily involved in all this. Star Fox is one of like his babies, series like that. He obviously invented Star Fox, and he's been, he tried to resurrect it with Star Fox Zero, which is a bit of a miss, unfortunately. And there's no series that Miyamoto loves more than Pikmin. That is like his baby in every way.
Yeah.
So if he's kind of getting Star Fox in this, I think Pikmin. Even if there's like a little cameo where Mario like lifts a mushroom and there's like Olimar hiding under there, or I don't know, like I think I
or
can see
just
them
some
fitting
Pikmin
in.
walking around. They can
exactly.
make it work.
And like they're both, Olimar and I haven't played Pikmin. It's Alf? I know that from Smash. I don't know if there's any other ones like Susan. They're all like astronauts, right?
Yeah.
They have a ship, and so that'd make sense. I don't know any. I can't think of anyone else.
Either way, it opens the floodgates of theories of a Smash Bros. Movie that we might get. You know, the way they theme it, maybe instead of like the Super Mario Bros. Or Galaxy movie, it should be called. They can't call it the Super Mario Smash Bros. That wouldn't make sense. They just show Super Smash Bros. Movie straight up.
I guess so.
I mean, they're not theming it as like necessarily sequels or like, you know, the Mario
this
Galaxy
isn't 2.
or the Mario movie 2. Yeah. So
I think you could do Smash Bros.
Of anything
movie.
Yeah,
like I think
that could be the third one.
Yeah, it doesn't have quite the the impact of Mario, which I think basically everyone on the planet recognizes Mario. Smash is still, that I think the name's powerful enough to build a film on. Like I think most people, even non-gamers, non-Nintendo fans, will have heard of Smash Bros. So I mean, I don't know.
Depends
it's crazy.
on the context of how you search it.
That's true, actually. Yeah. Maybe that's Smashing Bros,
like,
but not.
It's a really interesting. Where's Super Smash Sisters, Nintendo? Huh? I'm kidding.
Right. I think
that just sounds even. Okay.
Yeah, maybe don't. Yeah. You said to me because you sent this to me out of the blue, this Fox reveal. But you said in the message, we'll probably see animated movie Link here before an actual Zelda movie. What do you believe that, or are you like?
Yeah, but I don't believe it would be this one per se. Like, I think it's gonna focus mainly on space characters, and we never got the Sheikah Space Breath of the Wild sequel that Nintendo was thinking about. So I don't think Link will be involved unless like they see Hyrule, or maybe we'll see like a planet or something. But I just see that's very unlikely. I would love to be proven wrong. We're gonna figure out within a week. But yeah, I mean, if there's potential of a Smash Bros. Movie, they're gonna have to add our boy Link. But again, it's gonna be Illumination of 5.
And that's the thing. It's so weird that like if they are going this way and bringing other Nintendo IPs together, it's. And I'm kind of happy with the direction the Zelda movie's going. From what I've seen, I'm pretty happy with the live action. Whatever, I'm not really one of these people that just says, I'm not excited because it's
Studio
not
Ghibli.
Animated.
It would have been nice,
exactly.
Though, but...
It would have been nice. Yeah, I'm not going to say I wouldn't have liked that, but I'm not going to go in hating it just because it's live action. From what I've seen, it looks good. But it's weird if they're bringing other Nintendo IPs together in these animated films, and then Link is like stuck in live action because. It's gonna be odd if they do bring Link into this, because then we'll have 2 cinematic Links, which I guess is kind of on brand.
Which is fine. We have a billion
for
Links.
Zelda, right? Yeah, it's kind of on brand for Zelda. We've got like this confusing alternate versions of Link that maybe they'll have to be a movie timeline that no one will understand.
It's kind of like
properly.
adding live action Sonic in their games. It just always looks weird and wrong. They did it with Shadow as well. But
again, there's like another
Shadow.
Sonic's another one where there's weird alternate, because there's like classic and modern Sonic, right? So there's it's already a character where there's like
technically
loads of
it's supposed
different
to be
versions.
the same Sonic. He grew up. I don't know. It's a bit weird when
There's one where there's both. Is it like Generations? There's one where there's like both Sonics.
Generations was to celebrate like the pretty much Sonic throughout the years, and they had to bring both. I thought it was. I like the dynamic. I mean, I wouldn't think it would be too crazy if they were to add Link, even if we had a live action Link. Then the merch though, for like I usually, as you can tell, I like to buy Zelda merch, but like imagine buying live action Zelda merch, and it's like I'm buying Benjamin's like figurine. Like, it's just gonna look wrong. I don't know if I want that.
It's gonna look weird. Yeah. I wonder though, it's like. I think it's something that like other franchises go through. It's like say Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, before they got their live action things. I mean, maybe not Game of Thrones, but like at Lord of the Rings, some merch existed. Merch obviously wasn't in the same realm as merch is today, back in 2000 or whatever. But I can imagine fans of those before the films and before the TV series would have seen, this isn't Gandalf, this is an Ian McKellen minifigure, and felt that was a little bit jarring, which I think is what we're going into with the Zelda film. I think we'll just get used to it. I think we will get used to it.
It's funny because the Mario movie merch, Mario looks hideous. Like, I don't like.
It looks weird, right? Yeah, because we were at Universal City Walk, a couple of days ago, and we both agreed. We bought a couple of actual Mario merch, but. The movie stuff's just not appealing to me. They all just look a bit weird, and it's like, I think you said it. It's like, you can't get it out of my head. That's not Mario. That's Chris Pratt. Which is weird because when I watch the film, I'm like, it's Mario. Wahoo! I love it. But then the merch, I'm just reminded that this isn't the video game Mario. I don't know. It's just something weird.
Do you think it's good they differentiated it? Like if it looked like the actual Mario that we know from the video games, like, do you think that would take away? I feel like maybe it would. Maybe it helps separate the two a little bit. And plus, you know, movie, higher budget, they're able to like make the fidelity higher for Mario. You can see the stitches in his.
Yeah, he looks like Smash Bros. Brawl Mario. You know,
yeah,
like,
if it came out today.
Yeah, like high definition denim.
That didn't age well. Yeah, I mean,
you see the leather on his shoes.
Twilight Princess. You want to see everything Twilight Princess-fied? I'm adding "fied" in a lot of.
One of the funniest bits in there was like the trailer for Brawl where it goes through the OG characters one by one, showing them in their Smash Melee. You know, it's like Link has this huge glow up into like realistic graphics, Mario, Luigi, like all these characters. Then you see Kirby and it does the transition and he just looks at the exact same. It's so funny.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, also maybe not to Sakurai, that being his baby, maybe like I ain't changing Kirby. Kirby defies the laws.
And a higher definition pink orb is just still a pink orb, right? Just with some more polygons.
Well, no, they could have. I don't think I'd want more. You know what? You're right. I wouldn't want more textures. It's kind of like imagining Pokemon in real life. Like, did they do a live action Pokemon movie? The
Detective
Mewtwo
Pikachu.
one?
Detective
but
Pikachu
like
was,
in Detective, but if they made him look as Pokemon-like as possible without like giving him a more realistic look, because that would be terrifying.
Detective Pikachu, half of them look absolutely hideous. They are nightmare fuel. Because they are like they do look real. Like
they are.
Mr. Mime
just
looks like this kind of weird mutant guy with like gloves.
Okay, then
like,
see,
you know.
Yeah, see that's a problem then.
Yeah.
And again, that's what I'm thinking about with the Zelda movie, like seeing a Zora and a Goron in such high quality
in real
life.
Like,
right?
In real
life, I don't want. It's not going to translate well. Again, because it's weird. Because when I originally mentioned the Zelda movie, and I said it's kind of weird to even see Link and Zelda in live action. You know, I just know them as these animated characters. I literally got a response of someone saying, "Well, technically in Twilight Princess it was realistic." No, it wasn't. Link from Twilight Princess looks very animated, big eyes.
Yep.
No real human has his proportions. They were sure going for a realistic look, but like not that level of realism. It was just like realistic textures. That's it. They weren't trying to give him an actual human face. You know, again, human, sure, but like, you know, it's not cartoon.
Yeah, we know. I know.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. If you can't find anyone in the world that will actually look like Twilight Princess Link, they'll be characteristics, but they won't be like
the character models in Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword are pretty much the same in terms of their proportions. You know how it's just the like you said, the textures that's different.
Yep.
Other than that, they all look the same. There's like Link looks relatively normal, but like you said, he's got kind of big, expressive eyes. And then in the world, you do get bizarre people. For some reason, the first characters that popped into my head are clowns in both games, like Fire, the guy at the hut in Lake Hylia and Twilight Princess, really weird proportions. And the clown on Fun Fun Island, I can't even remember his name because I've repressed that memory.
Right,
in
same.
Skyward Sword. Like just weird, kind of odd looking proportions, but they work because they're Zelda. And the same with Breath of the Wild. You know, I love that they continue. You know, even though it is like cel shaded and anime style, I suppose, so it's not that much of a surprise. But the character models are still, they're not afraid to have just bizarre looking people because it's Zelda. It's not meant to be hyper realistic, except for what we'll see on May 7th, I think, 2027. Then we'll see some hyper realistic Zelda, which we'll see.
Yeah, and we have nothing about we know nothing outside of the two main cast. You know, Zelda and Link, and again, Impa, sorta, but like, it's still weird to me that we know nothing else. And I think legit after the Mario movie, we're gonna figure out more. But yeah, we'll see if it's because here's the thing, you're constantly like your words may age poorly in the sense of like, oh, it looks good, I have nothing to be afraid of. One trailer could make or break your feeling for the movie. Like
it's very true.
Up. It could just the pacing, something could be weird about it, or just too jarring seeing like certain characters again, because you know, at the end of the day, a lot of like animation and games and stuff like that don't translate well in live action unless the games were meant to be like that. I'm thinking of like Street Fighter is a good example. That was realistic, but like it's not it's still there's still a lot of like, you know, over exaggeration of the characters. So then seeing them try to really make it in real life, it's weird. Like I'm trying to think. The only one that Resident Evil, I guess, would work really well. Metroid, I think it would work really well live action. I mean, I feel like, I guess Zelda, it's worth exploring, I guess, you know? Because maybe I will appreciate a very hyper-realistic look. I'm trying to think, there's always really cool fan art of, like, super hyper-realistic Zelda stuff, and sometimes they hit, sometimes they're interesting, but sometimes they're too terrifying. Like, just really imagine a live-action Skulltula or a live-action Deku Baba, like, with, like, the weird, maybe, like, its teeth will probably, like, be so, you know, it would just look wrong. Like, it would just look really creepy. I'm imagining, like, you know, the saliva and stuff kind of spreading as it opens its mouth, and just like it would just be very unsettling to see, but they would have to do it that way, right?
Just wait till we see a Redead.
Exactly, yeah, right? Well, the Redead they could, I'm thinking of a Gibdo. I guess the Gibdo could look just mummified.
Yeah,
so
Gibdo would be okay, yeah. But a Redead was like, you know, it'd have to be a kind of realistic walking corpse with, you know, a mask on if they do Ocarina of Time, or kind of odd, weird earrings and like tribal get up if they go Wind Waker.
Which then again wouldn't be too scary then.
I don't know.
I'm not necessarily an arachnophobe, but I'm terrified to see what a realistic Skulltula would look like. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I'm interested overall to see, because like weird things like, you know, the Great Deku Tree just works so well in Zelda because it's kind of anime-y look, you know. A talking tree, sure, why not? A talking tree in live action, that's gonna look strange because, you know, he's got like a mustache in Ocarina of Time, and like it's gonna look very strange, I think.
Trying to think of a live action movie that has a talking tree. So I guess it's pretty bizarre to find in a movie. I bet they exist.
Yeah.
Someone out
I'm
there
just
knows
thinking
what
of,
it is.
I don't know why it became a meme, but for a while there was a meme of that tree with a face. Do you know the one? I don't really know what the meme was, but I just remember this tree with these kind of big open yellow eyes became, like, it was just everywhere on the internet for like a year. Maybe it was like a couple of years ago.
Was it unpleasant?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, really unpleasant. It's like, it feels like it's staring into the depths of your soul. I hated it. And it followed me around the internet. This kind of weird. Yeah, maybe that's what the Deku Tree will be. I don't know. But what do you think in if they're putting Fox in Mario? What do you think about any cameos in the Zelda movie?
Nah, Zelda's like, here's the thing, the Mario movie, I think, like I said this earlier before the whole Fox thing, it can't be taken too seriously. It is just it's a Mario movie. So like that, it's not gonna like offend you if they start getting a little out there and doing stuff that doesn't necessarily fit in the canon sense of it. You know, again, bing bing wahoo, that's what it's all about. I think Zelda would have to stay grounded, because then if you want to theorize and get into the lore and really appreciate the story that they're putting together, if they just start grabbing characters from outside of the series, then it's just going to take away from you wanting to take it seriously. So I think they shouldn't. It should just be, if we're getting cameos, it should be from other Zelda games. It could be like something like the Happy Mask Salesman with the Mario mask, you know, stuff like that. But or like Miyamoto being the Stan Lee or something. He like
something like that.
Bumps
I think
into
like
Link or something.
Even Mario got his own time to shine in Mario 1, where there weren't really loads of cameos from non-Mario things. Like there was what was it? Like, his boss was the guy who looks like Waluigi, which is from some... Is it like a Game & Watch game or something? Which I think even that might have been tangentially related to Mario. But off the top of my head, I can't think of anything else in the film that wasn't kind of strictly Mario related. But my point is that like even Mario got his time to shine, like his film and Luigi and whatever, like Mario Universe, with no one else coming in for Mario 1. Zelda needs to have, you know, it needs to be granted the same respect, I guess, to like just Link and Zelda do their own movie, whatever. No one else coming in. And I feel like, I think I agree with you, when they get around to The Legend of Zelda 2, I still don't want anyone else. I think it has to be isolated. It has to kind of stand up on its own merit, and I don't want other people turning up. Especially
and I think with what they're doing now, they're not. Zelda will be.
Yeah, I
its
don't
own
want
thing.
this. Yeah. As
Mario
cool as
can
this is,
transition
like,
to Smash
for
Bros.
Mario, for the Mario film, I'm so excited for this because, especially like Fox, he's been forgotten for so long. Like more people know him, I guess. I think from Smash than
From
they
Smash
do
Bros.
Star
Yeah,
Fox.
no.
Which
Literally, there are some people just say Fox from Smash. You mean
Yeah.
Star Fox from Star Fox? Like,
Yeah,
what are you
which-
talking about?
which sucks. And like I hope that this kind of reignites some love for the character that maybe eventually leads to another Star Fox game somewhere down
They
the line,
have
because
to.
you know
Right.
it's a wonderful IP. Yeah, Zero didn't hit like as much as we wanted to.
I feel
but,
like Zero was hindered all because of the Wii U,
The controls,
and the gimmick
yeah,
behind it.
yeah.
Yeah, but it
The
could have
controls
been
weren't
really nice. So they should revise it and give us a Switch port.
Yeah,
Honestly.
and like
I think
it's going to be
great.
interesting to see how he appears in the Mario film, because obviously, like, on the surface, he's a kind of stupid character in that he's a fox in space or whatever. But Star Fox, in its own universe, takes itself kind of seriously. Like the Star Fox team, they're kind of elite mercenaries, and obviously they're usually fighting Andross because they keep remaking the same game, which is like Star Fox, Star Fox 64, and then Zero was another remake of the same story of Andross and fighting the
We need
trying to
one of
invade
his
the
dads.
Lilith
The
system.
true.
Yeah,
Fox
the
with Cloud.
original Fox. Yeah. But my point is, the Star Fox universe takes itself kind of seriously, and when they've done, they did when they released Star Fox Zero, they did kind of an animated short. I think it was called like The Battle Begins or something like that. And it was like the Star Fox team deploying on Corneria and kind of going through the first level of Zero, but in like an anime way. And it was so good. It's still my favorite bit of Zero, and it wasn't even in the game. It's like an animation that they released alongside it. So like, my point is, in like a really roundabout way, is that I'm so excited to see Fox, even if it is in this way, because hopefully it leads to more Star Fox down the line. Because, it's my childhood, this series, and it's been so neglected. Let's hope we see something else.
I feel like they can't just throw him in the movie without doing something later down the road. And maybe it'll be like after the reception of people, watching him and liking his character in the movie and everything. Maybe then Nintendo could use that as a promotion to put out something Star Fox related. But yeah, hopefully it won't be the same, because you're right. They do like to rehash the same story. They don't want to move on for some reason. But I mean,
That's
it's because
why,
the first one was so good. At least 64.
Yeah.
Like that was
But then
such
it's
a
the
great
same thing
story,
again and again and again with Andross and whatever. And like then Assault was really good because it did something different. It had the Aporoids, which are these kind of bug aliens. And there's bits about it I don't like, but overall it was just great because it was a Star Fox game that wasn't trying to be 64. It was trying to be something else. I think for the most part they landed. Obviously Adventures is its own weird thing, which, if anything, we've kind of talked about doing on Zeldudes at some point, because it is basically a Zelda game. Like the stories that Rareware were designing, kind of a Zelda game, like a 3D action adventure game called Dinosaur Planet or Dinosaur World. I think Dinosaur Planet. Until Miyamoto turned up at the office and said, "Put Fox in that. Put Star Fox in that." And then you get this weird mash of like Star Fox and this, dinosaur Zelda game. But it came out quite well. If you kind of try and forget that it is a Star Fox game and just play it for what it is, it did come out kind of well. I do have a soft spot for Adventures.
Yeah, I haven't played it. It's something that I've always been told to play because it's so Zelda-like.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't immediately pique my interest. Like, okay, I'm gonna play it does sound interesting when you really think about it. It does sound like a cool concept and something I should have totally given a shot. But yeah, who knows? Maybe down the road, like you said on the channel.
If anything, let us know in the comments if you want to see us play Star Fox Adventures at some point on the Zelda-like series, because it is a Zelda-like. There are Star Fox levels where you're kind of in the R-wing, but most of the time, you're just on foot with, I think it's called Tricky, this little kind of Triceratops buddy that you've got, and like, it's a weird one, but it's cool.
Then you put that Nintendo Switch Online GameCube. There you go.
They do that, and
that
there
one.
you go, sorted.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else to say about Mario movie and Fox, or do you want to answer a couple of mailbag questions to see us out?
Yeah, let's get into that. We'll talk about the Mario movie when we've watched it.
When we watch it, yeah, we'll do like a breakdown video when we've watched it. Okay, we've got a question here from Matty Meister. Huge thank you again to Matty Meister for tuning in to the Heroes of Time live stream. Saw you in the chat, saw your donations. Massive thank you to you. And he says, which Zelda monster or mob would you like to have as a pet? Fully tamed, won't attack you unless commanded. I think my answer changes now with that caveat at the end. Being fully tamed and won't attack you unless commanded. I'll let you go first. What do you think?
Because you would have never picked Bow Wow, right? Now you can.
Well, Bow Wow, yeah, that'd be cool. But like,
right?
I mean, he's tamed he tames pretty quickly in Link's Awakening as well. You know, he doesn't attack Link. Is he considered?
I mean, I guess he's a monster technically. Right?
Yeah, I want to say in the Minish Cap there's Bow Wows as enemies, like Chain Chomps as enemies.
Then yeah, that works.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would choose that, but
it's
I like
Capcom.
It. Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It is literally a Chain Chomp. Yeah, right. I mean, it's deadly. Like,
but by fully tamed, does it mean that like he won't attack? Cause Matty Meister said won't attack. Oh no, okay, it's fine. Won't attack unless commanded. Because I'm just imagining, all these people walking their dogs. You're walking your Bow Wow, and he just goes woof and just eats a dog. And woof. If you could control him, then yeah, that's a cool answer. I don't know what. Yeah, enemy. Maybe like a Kargarok or something like that then, or the Helmarok King.
So
you could ride it and like, because I'd have said Loftwing, but it's not an enemy. So maybe just pick an enemy bird. Let's go with the Helmarok King, because that's cool.
Helmarok King is dope, actually. That's
imagine riding that around.
Yeah. For me, I mean, too bad you said monster mob, because I would have just been generic and said a Epona. But what about Ganon's horse? Is that considered a...
I think we've found loopholes in the question. Ganon's horse.
Yeah.
I mean, you have gone for... So the question was, what monster from this high fantasy universe full of all these crazy creatures would you want? Generic. And your answer is a horse. So awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I bet you if I had time to actually think about it, because that's the problem with answering these on the spot. And they're fun. They're fun to do.
That's also the beauty of answering them on the spot. You get just random
what your heart
answers.
Really wants.
Yeah,
probably.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, but like down the line, I remember like, I should have mentioned that.
Yeah.
Okay, if I had to choose. I think like I really like your idea about like a flying enemy. You know what? I would pick the it's not a is that a, oh so crap. I was gonna do the giant turtle, dude. Where would I put it? Actually, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's actually the logistics.
Can't be in my backyard.
Same with my Helmarok King, to be fair. Unless I built him a giant perch on the roof of my house or something like that. Yeah. Or if you had some like Pokeball technology or something, maybe you could like. Anyway, I think we are. We're overthinking this. Let's move on.
All right. Yeah.
Matty Meister also said, if you could have one fully functioning Zelda dungeon item in real life, which one would you choose and why?
In real life, you're saying. So the hookshot sounds cool, but I would literally yank my arm off.
I was going to say the physics of that one don't make sense. So with that, you'd have to have like the toon physics with it. Otherwise, you're pulling your arm out of your socket or.
But is that applied? And again, now we're dissecting the question a little too much.
Okay, no. Let's say.
Let's pick.
You know, like how in like DC Comics they had to come up with. They gave Superman like an extra ability, which is called like something kinesis or whatever. Because basically, if Superman lifts up a plane, if you actually were strong enough to lift up a plane, the plane would just collapse. You wouldn't lift it up in one piece. It's not how it would work. Mm-hmm. So I think we need to have a caveat that if you had the hook shot, it would work like the hook shot. Let's not.
Okay, but let's also pick one where we're being as realistic as possible.
In real life.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the non-real life, I would pick paraglider then. That would be literally I'm not afraid of heights anymore. Or an item, I guess, would the Zora tunic be considered an item? I could breathe underwater.
I think so. Yeah.
That sounds pretty dope. I think that would be really cool actually, but I would still be too afraid to swim because A shark. That's not going to prevent me from getting eaten by a shark. We'll do it with the paraglider. And then if we're being non-realistic, or we're being realistic, I would pick the... That's not going to get me... It would literally be this, though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't get me far.
I mean, then you've got like 100 items in one then.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, on that, maybe I'd go Shikica Slate then. I mean, you've already got one. You got a phone. Yeah, but it can't make like, you know, blocks of ice or spawn bombs or, you know, freeze other people in time. And, you know, I think Shikica Slate would be good because, again, it's like a multi-tool. You got a million other things. So, okay, that would be my non-realistic because obviously you can't do those things. If it was realistic,
Right,
That's tough.
I don't. There's nothing special because I can just buy the merch. Like, I have Majora's Mask. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it's gonna show in the frame, but like
I think
but like, what's that
I think
gonna
we
do?
drop the. Let's drop the real LOIFE half of this because it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Because it'd be like, yeah, I'd choose Majora's Mask, but then it wouldn't do anything because kind of evil demon spirits inside masks don't exist. So it kind of makes the. Okay, let's just do that. Unrealistic. I'll go Shikica Slate. You go in Ocarina.
I'll go either Ocarina or Zora Mask. Screw the tunic, bro.
Whoa.
Turn me into a fish.
Yeah, screw that.
okay,
Fierce Deity's Mask. Done. All right. I'll
know
just
why I
do
think
that,
Fierce
and then
Deity.
I'll just join
Slash.
like UFC or something like that, and just win because I'm like a god man.
Yeah, true. I picked Zora over Fierce Deity. I'm a genius. I'm gonna stick by it.
Okay. Thank you for the question, though. We got another question in the Discord. Sorry, that was in the Discord. We've got another one in the Discord here from Icewind Dalel. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Icewind Dalel. Who says, how would you guys imagine a full remake of the Oracle games? Something along the lines of Link's Awakening on Switch, or something completely different? What did you think? What do you want?
So
the Oracle's remake?
I thought it was a given. Yeah, I thought that was a given. I was like, we're getting that no matter what, 100%. But
then we got
Echoes,
Echoes, which
then we got true.
I think that started out as like a Link to the
off of-
Past remake or something, right? I don't
Or
think it
was
started out
it?
as an Oracle's, but there's a lot of Oracle's DNA in that, you know, with kind of the warring Zoras and there's a few other things that when you play through that will just jump out as Oracles. But yeah, I agree with you. You know, it's just got to happen. I think the Oracles, they've really interesting ideas in those games, but they do just struggle from being Game Boy games. Like even just down to like quality of life stuff, like having to pause all the time to put on the power bracelet and, you know, things like that, which modern games just wouldn't have. I think that the gist of the question is, do you want something like Link's Awakening Switch, which is a super faithful remake just with updated graphics, or would you like it, you know, changed into something else? And I think I just want it remade. I just want that game, but more accessible.
Same.
You know, quality
It's
of life
a waste of the
upgrades.
engine. They made borderline everything they needed was created in A Link's Awakening remake and Echoes of Wisdom. Like, there's not much now. It's just setting it up. You know, like if they can have Grezzo kind of just tackle it, like they don't even have to come up with a story or anything. They just remake the game already. Like they did it perfectly with the A Link to the Past. Yeah, I'm genuinely, or a Link's Awakening. I'm genuinely surprised we didn't get that. It just made so much sense with that being the other two GB games. Can you? I don't think you can play those games on GB. Can you?
No, is it only?
I think they're locked behind color.
Color?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's not like Crystal, where you know, because like I like literally the cartridge in itself wouldn't have. Like, I'm using the Lego, for example. It wouldn't have this little thing, right? To where it would
It's
lock.
been
I don't
so
know. I
long
don't
since
remember. I think that's the
held a
DMG.
Game Boy cartridge. Yeah.
Oh, really? I have plenty, but I'm too lazy to get them.
Nice.
My point is, just why not? Like, they're so close. They could
A
just
bit
do
like
it.
how
Maybe,
you
who
can't
knows?
put you can't put a 3DS cartridge into a DS because that little bit,
Yeah.
the little nubbin
Yeah.
on the side. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, they're so close with it. They've already got the engine, already made Link's Awakening. Just give us the Oracles, because they're, you know, underappreciated, including by myself, because they are kind of very dated in many aspects, and I just want that, but easier to play would be good. The same person also asks, what is your favorite biome in Zelda games? Fire, water, windy, forest, desert. I love how just windy is a biome.
You want to answer it together on 3?
Okay, I think we've got the same
you're
answer. Okay,
I feel like most
ready?
Zelda fans would say the same thing. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Forest.
Forest. Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Of course. It's Zelda. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's always the best. Like it's I mean, my favorite area in Twilight Princess. My favorite area in. Honestly, I was actually upset that we didn't get a forest temple in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Yep.
Like, why not? Like, how could they not put something there that gives us a reason to explore that area in a like mainline quest? But technically, you could say the Zonai stuff in Tears of the Kingdom, which leads to the depths.
Yeah, it's not a forest temple. Though.
Yeah,
It's not like, you know.
Yeah.
I agree. It's just something so like quintessentially Zelda about being in a forest. And I think, yeah, like forest areas are always my favorite areas in maybe. I was about to say Faron Woods in Twilight Princess, yeah, but I was about to say Skyward Sword, but I think maybe the desert edges that out for me. Just because of the time shift stuff. The time shift stuff's just so cool.
But, no.
On vibes, I think, you know, forest areas are just always the best. Yeah, I think it maybe because it's green, my brain just associates it with Zelda. But I think there's something just so like typically, you know, fantasy about being just in the, you know, dark woods, like you know, Lord of the Rings has like, you know, multiple dark forests that parties get lost in, and it's just, I don't know, it's something so fantasy, and I think it's always something I look forward to in a Zelda game.
Yep.
Yeah. Forest.
100%.
Okay, we'll end off with one final question here from Kip Elder. Huge shout outs to you.
Yep. Shout out Kip.
Yep. Who says, what is your guys' dream Zelda spin-off game? And what forgotten or less relevant character would you like to return in a future title? So start with spin-off games. I feel like we're going to answer pretty similarly on this one as well. What are you feeling?
Well, it can be okay. I think we've kind of tackled this. Was it the Souls-like?
Yeah.
If that's what you'd want, yeah. Souls-like, or for me RPG. I'm open for that too. Not turn-based per se, but just I wouldn't mind a Monolith Soft. Like I straight up, I want either FromSoft, Monolith Soft, one of the softs to give us a Zelda spin-off. That would be super cool to see. If there was any video game developer, those are the top two, and they would do wonders with a Zelda, because they both care about story so much, and yeah, the gameplay for both are very, you know, in depth and unique and have their own style to it. Like, yeah, it sucks that our main ongoing spin-off is, you know, a hit or miss. Yeah, right. It depends on if you like the gameplay or not. I'm someone who grew up playing Dynasty Warriors, but even I get fatigue because it's monotonous, just spamming the same button. Again, okay, before you argue, it's not spamming the exact same button. You're spamming pretty much 2 buttons, either the basic attack or combo. Come on, let's be real. Let's not play ourselves. It's I mean, you said it, right? You didn't touch the second you finish the story, you're like, I'm done.
No,
I've seen what I need to see.
No desire to. I don't enjoy the games. For me, I think I'd love to see some sort. Okay, you might have to help me because I always get confused. Rogue-like or rogue-lite. I don't really know the difference between those two.
You're asking the wrong guy. I always confused it as well. So what do you want, like a more Binding of Isaac style?
I was thinking Binding of Isaac, or like Enter the Gungeon, or, you know, something like that, but for Zelda dungeons. Especially with kind of the series, you know, main games moving kind of away from core, like dungeons being the focus and more on the worlds. I've got this kind of itch for proper Zelda dungeon stuff, and I just love it if there was just a game that maybe even randomly generated or procedurally generated dungeons and just let you kind of go nuts with Zelda items and Zelda mechanics. It feels like that's the kind of thing that back in like 2015 or whenever it was, when the Nintendo it seemed like they were making a proper jump into mobile, you know, with Super Mario Run and that game that you got, Danganronpa or whatever it was.
Danganronpa?
I don't know.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Wait,
I don't know what you're talking.
Degalia or What's the mobile game? The Nintendo mobile game.
Oh, Dragalia Lost.
That one.
My bad,
There you go. Right. Okay.
You caught me off guard with the Danganronpa.
I was pretty close. I got the right letter. It seemed like, you know, if maybe they'll do a Zelda one. You know, it seemed like that's the kind of thing that would work really well on a phone.
Yeah.
But they never did that sort of thing. But yeah, I think if we did a spin-off, something like that.
I thought with Dragalia Lost we were gonna have a Zelda crossover because they did Fire Emblem, and I'm trying to think, like they were doing Nintendo IPs with it, and it's like literally the charm, the camera angle, everything. It feels like a top-down Zelda game, and Link would work so well in that game. I'm surprised they did, but they closed it anyways. Doesn't matter. The game doesn't exist anymore. It's such a shame. What about a Zelda fighter? I know you like fight. Here's the thing. I'm not a fighter fan.
I'd love a Zelda fighting game. It's some I thought I made a video on it in like 2018 or something like that about. I mean, that's the thing. You say I like fighting games, but I'm really that just means I like Smash. I can't really play any other fighting games.
So
I tried to get
fighter.
Platform fighter, but then I can't see Nintendo doing that. You know, if it's just put Zelda characters in Smash rather than do that. I mean, I'd like one because I'd force myself to try and learn it, but I don't think I'd get good because I can't play Tekken, I can't play Street Fighter.
What about a Zelda party where it's just mini games and it's like Zelda-esque mini games, but you could play as Ganondorf for Toon Link
why not? I mean, I'll take anything at this point. End this drought.
At this point, same. Yeah, you know, Zelda slop, bro. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll eat it up. Yeah, thank you very much. And then the second half of Kip's question: what forgotten or less relevant character would you like to return in a future title? You want to go, or do you want me to go?
There's quite a bit. You can go first, though.
I think maybe not forgotten or less relevant is the right term for them, but like definitely. They only appeared in one game. I'd like to see Aryll return, or at least like some immediate family for Link, like a little sister. Yeah, because I know we almost got it in Breath of the Wild. There's like concept art that shows Link with a family, with a little girl next to him who looks a lot like Aryll. You know, which obviously would have perhaps made him losing his memories hit even harder if he had a character like Aryll to forget and re-remember. So maybe they cut that to kind of focus more on Zelda. But anyway, in the Wind Waker, it's such an awesome part of that game's story. The way he doesn't begin his quest in the way that some other Links do, where it's like, you are chosen by the Triforce,
selfless.
You must go. And yeah, he's just like a kid on an island. His little sister gets taken by my pet, and he has to go to the, you know, out into the wild, into the Great Sea and recover her. And I know you've got opinions on it as a dungeon, but for me, the second time round, Forsaken Fortress just hits so hard where you don't sneak in, you're not even fired in by the pirates, you just blow down the door with the bombs on the King of Red Lions. You go in, and you just storm the dungeon.
But then you, so I did this recently, then you sneak in when you go into the room of the Helmarok. Link is like, just looking around terrified.
Yeah, that's like a comedy bit. He's like, is it going to come down again? Like, you know, which is just so cool. And it kind of just adds that extra level of like emotion to Link's journey in the Wind Waker, just having a little sister. So I definitely want Aryll back. What about you?
To kind of add to yours, I would have a couple of them, but like to add to yours, another family member would be great. Would be like Link's, you know, uncle in Link to the Past. I think that would be really nice to see as well. You know, his mentor. You know, because in Breath of the Wild, I remember Zelda was saying how Link followed in his father's footsteps and was a gifted knight and everything. It's like I would love to see that. I would love to see like who, because Russell. That's why Russell is one of my favorite characters of all time, just because he is Link's father figure and he's actually around and he fends off, if anything, like, you know, it'd be really cool to see that. I guess maybe also becoming a dad, becoming older. You know what it is? I'm relating less with young Link and I'm relating more with the older characters. Before, it's just that's the beauty of Zelda. We grew up with.
There's a game for whatever age you are. Yeah.
Yep. Or this isn't like a non-relevant character. If anything, he's technically referenced in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. But where's Tingle at? His clothes remained.
Yeah, he's been gone for a while.
Right? Yeah. I feel like he needs to come back because he is one of the comedic reliefs. No one questions why he exists. He's just present, just like Beetle. He helps you with the freaking Triforce essentially in the Wind Waker, and overall is somewhat relevant with.
I remember I was recording footage for like my most recent video, which was on like weird Zelda characters, and for part of recording footage I had to go to the post box because I was doing the Maggie questline on Windfall, and on the save file I went up to the post box and I got a letter from Tingle, and I completely forgot that he has like payment on delivery set up, so to even read a letter from him you have to pay 200
like
rupees, which is just 200. Yeah, it's just so funny. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's been missing for ages. Yeah, so we got him kind of in Twilight Princess, but not really with Perlo. But that's it's not Tingle.
Yeah,
and then no Skyward Sword, which I felt he would have fit quite well in Skyward Sword. Like put him on Fun instead of whatever that clown is. And yeah, you could make him work in Breath of the Wild's world. I think he'd fit. I want to see.
Have him on Tingle Island in a balloon. You can there's open air trial. It doesn't matter. No one cares. It's just it's nice to have him. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I feel like it's weird how Nintendo isn't
He's
over
iconic.
him. Yeah, but and it's not like they're trying to move on or they don't care for him. They're just not committing to putting him in the game. Hopefully the next one, because again, if Beetle can transcend and be reincarnated and constantly reappear, there is
why
no
not
reason
Tingle?
for Tingle not to have the same.
I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a little while since I made the Tingle video, but there was something along the lines of there was a poll, I think after or around the Wind Waker, asking American audiences specifically if they wanted Tingle to return, and it was like a resounding no. That I think it's like. I think Americans, it's you guys, you're to blame. You hate Tingle to the point.
I would have voted yes.
You'd have voted, yeah.
I mean, what the hell? I don't want to be lumped into that.
You should have done. That was one of the most important votes in an average American's lifetime.
I was probably like 10 years old though, so
yeah.
I was probably a little too young.
So maybe it's democracy in action, and they'll never see him return because he was voted out, which is a shame. Because I agree.
Right, and
free Tingle.
Technically, we got Tingle games that never came to the West. Maybe they realized people don't want to play. I mean, they were weird games though. You made a video about that as well, right?
Yeah.
Not Rosy Rupee Land. It's two other Japanese titles, right?
Yes, Rosy Rupee Land did come out, obviously. Yeah. Weird game in itself. But then, there's it's like Tingle, freshly picked Tingle's Balloon Trip of Love or something like that, which is just the weirdest game I've ever played. It's kind of like The Wizard of Oz. It like loosely follows The Wizard of Oz, but then there's also and like half of it is just this really cool Wizard of Oz inspired like point and click adventure puzzle game, and then there's this weird mechanic added on where like you get to like charm the women characters in the game by like giving them stuff to like till they start raising their love meter for Tingle. It's just bizarre. It's so strange, and it kind of makes sense that didn't come to the West. And then there's like another, I think it's like Tingle's Balloon Fight or something like that, which is like a spin-off little version of Balloon Fight, which didn't come over. But yeah, I want to see Tingle too. I think I agree.
Right. Yeah. Any other characters? I feel like there's so many. Again, I'm not gonna think of them on the spot.
That's the problem.
I mean, it would have to be a character like that, though. We can't just be like, I want Midna return. It's like, no, but Midna, that's a time and place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe just like a companion in general, like fairy companions shouldn't be completely lost to time.
Yeah, like that's true, actually. Yeah, Link having a fairy in the next game would be cool. Because you're right, it's not like bringing Fi back because, he's had fairy companions in Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, DS, Phantom Hourglass.
Just Phantom Hourglass,
Yeah.
He had multiple ones, though. Maybe that's why you're confusing it, because he
would
save the spirits, and then you could swap your ability.
Yeah.
But no, it was Zelda in Spirit Track, so...
Yeah.
Unless you consider her a fairy. She's not a fairy. She's a princess. So.
Tingle's a fairy, though, so...
True. Yo, there you go. That's why I said fairy, actually. I also meant Tingle again. Pick Tingle twice.
There you go. He's so nice you picked him twice. But yeah, thank you all for sending in those questions, and thanks for listening or watching to this weird episode of the Zeldudes podcast, half in real life, half back to regular Discording. But yeah, again, if you've got any questions that you want us to answer, Zeldudes Discord, linked in the description. There's a mailbag channel in that, or you can email us at zeldudespodcast@gmail.com. or leave a comment on this video or any of the other podcasts, and they'll get to us. Just let us know it's for the mailbag, and we'll answer it. But anything else you wanted to add before we head, or are you?
No, I guess that does it. Low energy, but you know, we'll be back hopefully next week with something a little bit higher, a little bit more exciting.
Yeah.
Don't expect it though. But
Don't quote you on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.
Peace.
That was cool. It's good to do it in real life.
Yeah, right.